Hello everyone, welcome to our introduction video. We are Nerdthusiast. I am Richard Eiley, and
I'm Matthew Morosi.
Yeah, and this is us. How's it going? We want to do a little introduction for everyone out there to kind of give you a sense of who we are, let you put a face to the names and voices that you hear on the podcast every week, and kind of go over what our mission statement is to a degree. Does that sound right, Matt? Is that good?
I wouldn't say mission statement, just say what the channel is currently about, and it can evolve and change in the future. But
yeah, mission statement's kind of like weird.
It's like a fucking company's bullshit.
Or like
should we curse in this video?
Yes, I think we should. I'm making an executive.
Get used to it.
I'm executive producer, co-producer, and I say yes, we can curse.
All right.
We want to go over what our channel is right now, namely the podcast first. If this is the first time you're hearing us, seeing us, I think that's a great way to start off. We have a gaming podcast, our primary podcast, the Nerdthusiast podcast, where we go over general gaming discussion, retro games. We talk about those. We talk about news stories we care about, and we talk about games that we're playing. Anything else that we do with
that's
the
already
podcast?
evolved, because if you listen to the original episodes, they were really focused on the news.
That's
and
true.
we kind of changed it. Now we're like having more discussion topics and things like that. Just things we care about, because we came to the point where we realized we're talking about all this shit that we don't even care about.
Yeah.
So there was no enthusiasm behind it, so we wanted to switch that up.
We shifted it a little bit. But we also have another podcast, which is our B-Sides, which probably won't be changing too much. You might have heard it already. We've been doing Star Wars run-through, basically the whole series of Star Wars films. We're in the midst of that. But after we're done with Star Wars, after Episode 9 comes out, we watch that and talk about that. We'll be doing stuff like spoiler casts. We'll be doing top 10s. Matt, we're going to be talking about music.
Yeah, definitely.
You excited about that?
I love music. I'm more passionate about music than probably video games.
Really?
Probably, yeah.
I did not know that. Okay, well, I've got to bust my music chops out, I guess. We'll also be doing like childhood memories regarding nerd culture, little just things to give you insight into us that's not just regarding games. So that'll be cool. And that covers what we're doing right now, the podcast. Not the best one. We're going forward. We want to do video as well, and add that to our repertoire of what we're working on. Right now the podcast is audio only. We want to change that. Maybe even by next week, we'll have video podcast.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
I mean, we're shooting this on my iPhone, and we're going to continue shooting it on the iPhone because we don't have money for a camera right now, at least a decent one, anyways. And we're not gonna buy a shitty one, so we'd rather just wait and get like a good camera.
So yeah, we'll be using this for now. Once we get a proper camera, we'll switch over to that. Once we get a proper camera and an Elgato, a capture card.
Definitely getting an Elgato at some point.
Yeah. Well, once we do that, we'll be able to move to like Let's Plays. We'll be able to do streaming, video essays, video game reviews. You were talking about offsite events, right? Offsite events?
Yeah, like well I'm gonna go to SoCal Retro Gaming Expo this year, and I think Richard's probably gonna come with me depending on the dates
definitely.
and stuff.
If work allows.
We might not have a lot of content from there, but at least we're gonna like walk around, show you guys what the venue's like and stuff like that. I went last year; it's fucking rad. So,
yeah. I mean, that'll be the first time we do it. Once we do it once, we'll do it again. We'll get better and better at it. We're a pretty new channel. This is all pretty new to us. We're learning as we go. So look forward to seeing us figure this stuff out. That was the worst thing ever.
You should have just practiced throwing those cards.
I
like
should
half
have,
an hour.
but I didn't.
It's pedantic.
Doing it live. Values as content creators. Matt, we have values.
Sure.
I have values. You have values.
I have the highest standards.
I have even higher standards than him. It's true. Let's go over this. We'll always disclose when we get games for free. So if you're worried that we're not looking at from a perspective of we paid for the game, you'll always know whether or not that's the case, because we'll tell you if the game was given to us for free.
Or if we forget, we'll at least retcon it the next week, because I've forgotten once before.
Did you forget before?
Yeah, I mentioned
it.
it
You
a
meant
week
the
later.
the Gears thing, I think. We'll always be clear.
That would have been another podcast, but it's fine.
It's possible.
It's fine.
Yeah,
we'll let you know at some point.
We'll always let you know. And we'll always be clear whether content you're watching has any sponsorship ties to it.
That's right. You can give us that money, bitch.
What does that mean, sponsorship ties?
They pay us to promote their product.
So if people pay us to promote their product. We'll let you know that we're doing that. We won't be like shady about it.
No, we'll be upfront with everything. We want to
yeah.
be super transparent as much as we possibly can with things. You know.
And if you're looking to sponsor us, hit us up at Nerdthusiast at Twitter. We'll sell anything.
Yep.
Drugs.
No.
Beer, alcohol.
Maybe.
Things that kids aren't allowed to use. McDonald's, fast foods, KFC, bath towels, anything. We'll sell it. Hit us up. Just get us something. Some cash. That is what?
No.
No, you don't like that? That aside,
no one wants to see you in a bath towel.
I will wear a bath towel on the podcast. Just pay me money to do it. That aside, our opinions, no matter who sponsors us or whatever is happening, will always be our own, and will never represent any companies that we may or may not be working for. Fuck. Okay. Evolving the channel. This channel is pretty new. We're going to keep changing. We're still figuring things out, like we mentioned earlier. As Matt mentioned, the podcast has already changed a bit from being more news-focused to being more just general discussion topics. Right?
Yeah, we're going to continue to evolve, and, we're listening, so give us some feedback and let us know what you guys think and what you think we should do differently. And, I'm not saying we're always going to listen to you, but
we do want to be community-focused, though, and build this channel with you to a degree. So anything that you tell us, we're listening. We're going to be here to listen and adjust accordingly. So, keep in touch. That was a good one.
That was a little bit better.
It went straight up the front.
You're giving yourself a lot of credit.
That's going to look really cool on camera. You guys, thank you so much for listening. We hope to see you on the podcast. We hope to hear from you on Twitter. Follow us at Nerdthusiast on Twitter. It's a great way to get timestamps for the podcast. It's a great way to keep up with us and be kept abreast of whatever we're doing, whatever new projects we're working on. And we're all over the place, too. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts.
iHeartRadio, we just got that one.
Did we get that one? Mm-hmm. I forgot that I signed us up for that. Cool. That went through. And YouTube, we're on that as well. And that's going to expand as we do more video content. You got anything else you want to say to the people out there?
No.
This is your chance.
Keep it sexy.
And keep it real.
That was a bad ending.
That was a great ending. Keep it sexy and keep it real.
Feeling good in the neighborhood.
That's good. That's
What is that from?
I don't know. It's from
Feeling good in the neighborhood.
Oh, that Deep Space Nine, Star Trek.
No.